Hey guys, welcome to TCR. Sid here.
Mike.
Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. Today we're going to talk about 3 things that you've got to make sure that you do for your garden. And one of them we're going to get in a little bit more detail about.
Right. So the first thing, very important, okay? If you want to have a successful garden,
You got plant stuff.
Yeah, plants. You can join me. You can come on over.
Is it okay? You bite?
Yeah. No. Plants are like animals. They need nutrients. They need food. So if you want to have a successful garden, one of the things that's very important to have, oop, there's some weeds right there.
Is to not have weeds.
Get rid of those. One of the things that's very important to have is good soil, okay? So we will expand on other videos about the soil, but that is thing number 1, okay?
Dirt.
Dirt.
Dirt don't hurt.
Good dirt. Thing number 2. Any guesses?
Plants.
Well, okay, 4 things, but we're not going to talk about the plants. We're going to make an assumption that you're going to plant plants. Thing number 2 is water, people.
Oh, yeah.
Consistent water, okay? You don't want to overwater, you don't want to underwater, and you want to take into consideration a couple of things like when it's super hot, what time of day to water.
Do they want flat or sparkling water?
When we expand in another video on thing number 2, which is water, we'll talk about ways that you can use water to stress plants slightly to get better fruit, like with tomatoes. But that's not what today's video's focus is on. Today's video's focus is on thing number 3, which is you got
Dramatic
your dirt,
pause.
you got your water, you got what? You got your sunshine, people. Sunshine is super important, right? I mean, you need sunshine to grow plants, but how much sunshine do you need? Well, that is an important question.
Is too much too much?
Too much is too much.
There we go.
And it also depends on the time of year. So early in the spring, lots of sunshine is awesome for all the plants. But as the summer progresses, right now, as we film this today, I don't know when we're going to post this, but it's July 14th, and it has been triple digits. It's been over 100 degrees. We're in zone 9, and
every day for the last few days it's been.
Look, when you're 100 degrees and the sun's beating down on those plants, they're not going to make it. If you really want to take advantage of your growing season and try to extend it in places like this, then you're going to need shade. So let's talk about shade. Thing number 3 today is shade, and we have put up shade cloths.
Oh, I thought we were going to buy them all little sunglasses because the plants' futures are so bright. They have to wear shades.
Well, our plants' futures are bright, but
they're famous.
All right, so I've got here some 10 by 18, so 10 foot wide by 18 foot long, 40% garden shades. Now, what that means is they're going to block 40% of the sun. And I ran all, this rope along the edges, and then I used some 550 paracord to extend on down through the middle and along down the sides. So you don't have to do it the way I did it. Frankly, this was probably a 1-year build. I will probably do a different build next year that's a more permanent, using steel cables. Remember, I was saying, the plants need sun. The question is, how much sun do they need? The way my garden is positioned, behind me is south, over here to my right is west, that's where the sun comes up, and over here to my east, to my left,
your east?
to my east, to my
Is
east. My port side, this is where the sun goes down. When the sun comes up in the mornings, that morning sun is really not that harmful. As the sun gets higher, the rays are more penetrating, more direct down. Later in the summer, the sun is further into the northern hemisphere, even more penetrating. In the wintertime, the sun is,
Non-existent.
Further in the southern hemisphere. So the rays are more glancing. I'm not going to get into the astrology of the sun and the planet and all that, but it's a thing.
And if there's a full moon rising, you have to sacrifice a chicken.
What I've got going on is, as the sun comes into the west, the rays are coming in directly into my plants, okay? And then So west sun, morning sun coming in here, hitting these plants direct on. Now, as the sun gets a little bit higher, they start to get some shade, okay? But through this patch, I've still got some sun coming through here. Now, as the sun begins to move, the shade moves, okay? So the shade does move. The sun moves, thereby moving the shade. What this does is it doesn't keep the sun direct hot on any one spot for too long. And then as the sun begins to dip past the, you know, kind of the
tree line.
The tree line, like right now, I've got some direct sun on my face, right? And some direct sun on those plants behind me, but the sun's not as hot. It's later in the evening. What I'm doing here is I'm just kind of trying to, in a patchy way, protect some of these suns from these plants from the direct sunlight through the hottest part of the day. Sun is great, sun is awesome, your garden loves sun. Protect your garden from too much direct sun in the hottest time of the year and you'll extend the life of the garden. I have things growing right now that I did not have growing in this time of the year in mid-July last year. I've succession planted more zucchini. I have more radishes growing. I even have lettuce growing back there. 3 things that are super important. The soil that you use needs to be nutrient rich, whether you amend it or whether you make or get great compost. Make sure you have that important thing, number 1. Thing number 2, water. Consistent watering, not overwatering, not underwatering, but being consistent. And then thing number 3, that beautiful sunshine. Make sure you have it. Make sure you plant your garden in a place where it's getting that sunshine, but then figure out how to protect the garden from the harmful rays in the hottest time of the summer.
Agreed.
Nice and easy, right?
Sure.
Take us out, baby.
Thanks for watching the video, guys. One of Mike's little
garden rants,
which I so enjoy.
Mm-hmm.
Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel, and click the bell so you get the notifications.
Boom.
Boom.
What are you doing?
I'm shading the plant. I want my kale happy.
Okay, that'll probably work for a while. See how long you can stand there.
I'm over it.